Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Starting a new quarter, make sure that you know that this is brand new. You can start fresh. So if you failed, you still have an opportunity to even it out. If you're doing great, you're doing great. Today's stuff is a little not complicated, but you do have to read and think. And I know a lot of us don't like to read, but that's okay. Let's hope I can make it as easy as possible. Okay, so today's writing linear equations, part one. Today's focus is only slope-intercept form and standard form. Don't worry about point slope. So we're going to be writing with this information an equation, okay? Check it out. First one is about slope-intercept form, so that's y equals mx plus b. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more. All right. Before we start reading, we need to make sure that you pay attention to some key words. Some key words that I know most definitely come out are each, every, per, and a constant rate. So if you look for any of those four words, those four adjectives, you should be able to identify your slope. So let's make sure we know this is keywords for slope. All right. So we read. For babysitting, Nicole charges a flat fee of $3 plus $5 per. Write an equation for the cost and blah, 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 blah. Okay. So you need to use these two pieces of information to write your y equals mx plus b. This is slope-intercept form. All we need to do is find the slope and the y-intercept. Now, slope, the keywords are each, every, per, and constant rate. So out of these two money values, which one would you consider your slope? Now, I can see a keyword right there. Boom, per. So since per is my keyword, which is my slope, I should identify that this is my m value. So since this is my m value, which is reoccurring because it's always getting charged every so often, the $3 only happens one time, so this is my b. So then all you got to do, put the numbers in. So my equation is y equals, instead of my m, I need to put 5x. And since it says plus, we're going to put plus 3. Very important that we read, ladies and gentlemen, because it's not always going to be plus 3. Sometimes we're going to have minuses depending on the words they use. So you need to be very, very careful. Next one. Rufus collected 100 pounds of aluminum cans to recycle. He plans to collect an additional 25 pounds each week. Write a graph and all that great, beautiful stuff. Okay. So our key values, 100 pounds. So he already collected it. So he already has it. He plans to collect an additional 25 pounds each week. Keyword, 25 pounds each, right here. So since that's my keyword, 25 pounds is going to be my slope. So this is my m value. And the other number is just my b. So knowing the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, that just turns into y equals, my slope is 25, x. He already collected it, so that means it's positive 100. Now, how do we know if it's negative? You need to look for other keywords like uses, take away, already had, stuff like that. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Standard form. This one's not too bad. As you can see, we have three values, but don't worry, it's going to be A-okay, I promise. So our standard form, AX plus BY equals C. I'm going to look for A, B, and C. Now, C is my total amount. Total amount or just your complete total of the problem. Example, you have $6 to spend on lunch today. The drinks cost $1.25 each, and the salad costs 20 cents per ounce. Write an equation for the model. So we have $6, there's 25 each, and $2 per. Don't get confused because right here there's no slope because this is a different type of problem. Okay, so all we need to remember is we need a label. Who's my A, who's my B, and who's my C? Well, if C is my total amount, which one of these numbers is my total? How much money do I really have? Hopefully you can see it. It's $6, so my 6 is my C. Next, we have 125 and 20 cents. It really doesn't matter who you put as A and B, but you need to label it on your own. For me, myself, and I, and for you all, I would love for you to take the first number and say, this is my X value, or not my X value, I'm sorry. This is my A, and then this is my B. And then you just put it all together. A value is 1.25x plus 0.20y equals the total amount of $6. All you're doing, ladies and gentlemen, you're just writing equations. Next one. The cost of general admission and student tickets for a high school football game are $7 and $4, respectively. That means that $7 goes to general, $4 goes to students. The ticket sales for one game total $11,200. Write an equation to model. So again, my C value is the total amount, which is 2. Is it 7, 4, or 11,200? This one's pretty simple. We should know that. Boom. That's the total. They even said total. And then you just pick and choose. Remember, I like to do the first one is my A, the second one is my B. And then we just go at it. My A value is 7x, B value is 4, y equals 11,200. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It's very straightforward. I mean, it's just reading, and that's all you got to do. Real quick refresher on how to convert. Let's convert these things real quick. I'm going to do the top two, and then you do the bottom two. Please remember, you do the border. Moving your X. Let me zoom in. A little too small. Moving your X value, that's a positive 7. Throwing it over is negative 7x. Bring down the plus 66 because it's positive. There's a negative 3. Bring down the negative 3. And we divide. Divide, divide, divide. Negative 3, negative 3, negative 3. Negative 3 divided by negative 3 cancels. So that gives me my y equals, which is what I want. You should already have calculators. Make sure you do a fraction. Divide negative 7 divided by negative 3. That turns into a positive 7 over 3. X. Positive 66 divided by negative 3 is negative 22. Very important, I promise, to make your life easier. Okay. border. Here we need to get rid of the parentheses. Distribute, boom. Negative 12 times x, negative 12x. Negative 12 times negative 3, positive 36. Bring everything down, y minus 2. I need the y by itself, so I need to move someone. Let's move this 2 over. Throwing that 2 over becomes a positive 2. Bring down the y equals, real quick. Cancels. Bring that down. 36 plus 2 is 38. Try doing the next two by yourself. If you want me to check it, please let me know. Have a great day.